Good morning, good morning, good morning. What we're going to do today is teach you how to make millions and to escape the middle class. Step one, step two, step three, step four. There's a lot of trickeration. There's a lot of stuff going on about the middle class. There's tax cuts and all those other things. But the reality is, the middle class doesn't really exist. Either you have or you don't have. And it's a quantitative measure of how much you have and how much you don't have. That's it. One of the biggest facades is I'm educated and I'm middle class. If you have 30, 40, 50, $60,000 worth of student loan debt and you have no positive net worth, you are not middle class. If you don't have $2,000 to $10,000 cash in the bank, you're not middle class. If you don't make a certain amount of money and have a number of assets like $10,000 to $50,000 worth of assets, you're not middle class. You're masquerading and you're faking as if you're middle class, but the pain is real. So with that, this is Hustlers Kung Fu. The place where if you want to learn how to hustle, if you want to learn how to start a business, and if you want to learn how to develop generational wealth, you should just spank that subscribe button. Now, we're going to get into this, and I should let you know today is the last day. For the email list, today is the last day to get into Hustle Camp for $1,500. And today is the last day that you can get the $1,500 and still have experience or access to the live experiences. And we'll talk about that later. Let's just jump off into what do you need to do to break off or escape the middle class. And step one, you must live way below your means for a short time. When someone says, hey, you need to live below your means, people start freaking out. They think that's forever. A short time could be as little as a year and a half to 5 years. Now, I know you're going, whoa, 5 years? 5 years, that's a long time. Well, you can have short-term pain, or you can have long-term pain the rest of your life. I mean, that's just what it is. Now, the second step is to drastically, and I'm saying drastically, increase your income through a side hustle. And I'm going to give you some numbers because I know people love numbers. First of all, you need to write a goal of you want to make $10,000 per month. And then you want to live on 25% of what you make. So if you're making $1,000 a month, you can only live on $250. So the thing is to start a side hustle. And I say $10,000, and I know a lot of people are like, that's a lot of money. It's not really a lot of money. $10,000 is not really a lot of money. And you should tell yourself it's not a lot of money, because if you put this big goal of $10,000 a month, $120,000 per year, and it can be literally suffocating because it's like it feels so huge, right? But it's not. It's not. You can start a painting business and make that. You can start a pressure washing business and make that. You can start a lawn service and make that. There's so many businesses that you can start that literally within 6 months to a year, you could be making $10,000 a month or more. There's a lot of businesses out there like that. But the thing is, and this is something we need to discuss, this is something we need to just go ahead and put out there, a lot of that stuff isn't exciting. It's not what you want to do. It's like something that someone else does. Something that, I don't want to do that. Well, I got a question for you, and I want you to answer honestly in the comments. If you are not worthy, well, let's say if that is not worthy of you, car wash business, lawn service, flipping stuff, all that is beneath you, where is the physical evidence and the manifestation of you being too good for that in your life? Because if you're broke, you got to pick one. If you have student loan debt that's crushing, you got to pick some. I'm going to tell you my story, because one of the things is I used to be a lot like you. I was like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to do this service business. I'm not going to do anything that's against what I want to do, what's in my heart of hearts. No, I'm not doing that. And I continued to suffer year after year after year after year. Then one day I woke up and it's like, you need to pick some, dude. And what happened for me, I got in the storage auction business after being in the office furniture business. And wow, things changed. Things changed dramatically because I learned to love the business, which wasn't that hard because the office furniture business, it was more of an ego thing. I was, walking around, smelling good, dressing nice, meeting fancy people, going to fancy places, doing fancy stuff. That was all right. That was good. That was great. But it wasn't my heart's desire. It fed my ego to be driving around a brand new BMW, to be picking up people in these tall, gleaming buildings, and we're going to showrooms to look at office furniture. That was very much feeding my ego. And I was still undeveloped as a person. And what happened was I made $1.5 million gross revenue, but I only brought home like 35, 40 grand. But when I was selling the used stuff, I could sell like 300,000 and bring home damn near 200,000. And then I had an epiphany. I was like, you know what? You need to go out and get some more used stuff. You need to find some more used stuff, dude. So I did. And that's what got me in the storage auction business. And that's what got me into reading letters and having all these wonderful experiences and meeting my partner and just doing big things, having fun, making big money. And it was funny. We never had $1 million a year in the storage auction. We got real close. But the profit margins were 70 to 80%. So that was like having a $5 million business based upon the way most people do math. And I was like, wow, this is so. What I tell you about, starting a service business, and let's just be clear. If you don't have any entrepreneur chops, if you are not really seasoned with business, the best way and the fastest ways to make money are to flip stuff and direct response marketing. You have a lot of people who are talking about getting in the funnels and stuff before they have something to sell, trying to automate before they made their first dollar. That is foolish. That's foolish talk. That's crazy. But you have so many people trying to do it because of the promise of efficient and easy money on the internet. So what I did, and I took my own advice, I had that business of flipping stuff for almost 10 years. And it taught me all of this stuff that I can now teach to you. I can now run my e-business and I can make millions of dollars, but I had to put in that work first. And many of you do not want to put in the work. You just want to skip all over that because you see these kids and they're truly making millions of dollars online. But see, here's the thing. These kids that you worship and you want to be like, they don't have your baggage. They don't have a mortgage. They don't have children. They don't have any of the things that you have. I mean, if you're like 16, 17, 18 years old and you want to live with your mom while you build your business, cool. But you're 30 years old trying to live with your mom, people looking at you like, loser, buster, broke dick Danny. So they have advantages of also being young, because if you meet someone who's 16 to 24 and they have business savvy and they're already making 6 or 7 figures, people want to help them more because they see the promise. You don't have that at 30 or 35 or 40 or 50 or 55. It's like, well, you just dried up and crusty. Get on out of here with that noise. So you got to be your own inner cheerleader, because you got to believe in yourself. But one of the things, and this is step 2, is drastically increasing your income so you can live on 25%, because that's the magic number. Live on 25% and have 75% to invest in the business or to stack, because most businesses, you can start for between realistically $5,000 and $25,000. So if you create $10,000 a month and you live on $2,500 with a service business, which you can start from nothing. You could start with literally no money. You just go out and you trade your time for dollars, which is what I did for many years and what you will have to do Get that out of your mind that you're not going to trade time for dollars, because you are, until you become more seasoned. Once you become seasoned, then yeah, that opens up. But coming out the gate, there's a precious few who can make that work, but most can't. They just can't. All right, so the third step, and this is a biggie, eliminate debt. Now, depending upon your situation, step 2 may be a stacking exercise, or it may be an elimination of debt exercise. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have $70,000 worth of student loan debt. You go ahead, you get your hustle up to 10 G's a month. And what you should do is parse your money. First, everyone should have 10, 20,000 in the bank. Everybody. I don't care who you are. It's cash money in the bank. You go to the ATM, you go to the bank, you pull it out. Cash money, not part of an investment, not part of your 401k, none of that nonsense. So you got all that together. Then you should live on 2,500, and you should split probably, because after taxes, you're going to have like 7. So 2,500 and like 2,500 something. So you should like put 2,000 in your savings or your freedom money, and then you should put 2,000 on those student loans, and you should pay them as often as you can. Now, once you reach 20, let's say 10, once you reach 10,000 in the bank, then all that overage goes straight on those student loans. You want to get rid of them as fast as possible, because you could be making $150,000 a year. You could be making $200,000 a year, and you still got those student loans. You're not in the middle class, because at any point you could lose that high paying job. And next thing you know, you're in arrears. Next thing you know, they're charging you high interest. Next thing you know, it is crazy. And you were like, man, last year I was making $200,000. And here it is 2 years later, and I'm in arrears on my student loans. They took my car. I'm living with my mama. So you have got to eliminate debt. Now, the only debt that is cool to carry for a few years, and I'm going to explain that in a minute, is a mortgage. You're buying an asset. Yes, you're buying an asset. Forget what everyone else says about this money management stuff, because if you pay it off and then you move out and rent it to someone, you have a cash flow asset. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that deeper in Hustle Camp. But 10,000, once you get that in your account, your attitude money, all that stuff, then throw all of that excess money on those student loans. You have got to get rid of those student loans. All right. Now, step 4, you build a company. Step 2 was about creating that hustle, right? Some hustles can turn into companies. A lot of hustles can't. It just depends on what kind it is. Now you got your hustle. Let's say you're at, 15 grand a month. You've got rid of all your debt. Your car's paid for, and you're just paying minimum expenses to live. You're in a great position to start a business, because with your hustle, you have learned some things on how to start a business. You've learned how to sell. And one of the most important things that you should do as a budding business person is learn how to sell. Now, there is selling on Facebook. There's selling on YouTube. They're selling on Instagram. They're selling in email. They're selling in video. There's different ways to sell, but they're rooted in many of the common principles of you have someone to sell something to. You have a situation. That's funny. You have a situation where you have to open the client, you have to close the client. So there's many different things. It's just too many things to even get into here. Once again, we will be talking about that in Hustle Camp. And you got to learn how to sell. I cannot emphasize how important that is to you in your future. You've got to. You got to learn how to sell big, long, fast, and hard. All right. So how do you make these millions to escape the middle class? Now, the steps is, and I should say this is going to take you 1 to 5 years to do. And I feel confident in saying 1 to 5 years, because everyone's not at the same place. There's someone right now who has no debt. Their car is paid off. They make good money. They just need some guidance. And then there's some people who have situations like my situation used to be. I was financially devastated. I was so far behind the 8 ball between all of these payments. living expenses. I mean, I think calculating my negative net worth at that time was like $90,000. So for those of you who are not in such a bad position, you're good. For those of you who are in a bad situation, there's hope. It's going to take you longer. You're going to work harder. That's just it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, yeah, you're going to do this in like 1 or 3 months or 90 days. No. You're looking at 5 or 7 years of intensive, consistent work. But as my neighbor, Miss Sally Mae Jones, used to say, if you live long enough, the time's going to pass. So you can be working hard to make sure that after those 7 years, your life is lovely, or you can just keep going, oh, it's 7 years. Oh, it's 7 years. And you never get started. You never start anything. You never do anything. And you're just consistently behind the 8 ball. You could do that. You could create that paradigm. You can have that type of situation. So now that you've matriculated through all these stages and you have a hustle, you can either keep hustling or you can pick a new business model. Now, here's the beauty of it. Since you have money, you can do anything. Let's say, let's just go ahead and say you're in year 4 of this. You've got all of your debt paid. You got your car paid, and you're making like $20,000 a month, and you can like literally save 10 G's a month. You save 10 G's a month for 3 months, and then you could just pick any freaking business model that you want and ball out, because this is why. You still have your money coming in from your hustle, and you use this money from savings. So if it doesn't work out, and there's a chance it will not work out, you still have your basic economic engine, and you can take another shot. And if that doesn't work out, guess what? You still have your basic economic engine, and you can take another shot. That's what I did. I started off in the boarding house. Then I took my first shot with business and Rent-A-Crate, which was great because I learned skills that I was able to take to another place. Then my first real shot was GC Solutions, which worked out great because we were selling used office furniture. Then I got fancy and took my second shot with GC Solutions, but I sold new office furniture. GC Solutions, the first version, did much better than GC Solutions, the big, the fancy, the pretty. I don't even know if you can see. Well, let's see. Can I? Essentially, I'm going to give you a lesson in business. Right across the street, there's these big office towers, right? And I could rent some offices there. I could rent one office that would literally be half the size of this office for about $3,000 a month. But I rent 2 offices for much less than $3,000 a month. Now that's a business lesson for you, because once again, I think that we're going to have economic Armageddon. And what I mean is, are we going to have a final destination, a zombie apocalypse? No, we're just going to have a very hard and challenging economic period. So instead of getting these nice things, I'm just predicating this business model on, if things go bad, that I'll be okay. So if things don't go bad, I'll be better than okay. Either way, it works. And I took that sensibility with putting together GC Solutions, the third version, and then the Upscale Garage Sale. And Upscale Garage Sale, up until recently, was the longest business that I ran, from 2000 to 2009. Well, now I've been a YouTuber longer than that, and next year it'll be solid. So the thing is, there's different phases, and one of the things is, if you got your money together, you can take shots, because one, living below your income is a must as an entrepreneur. You cannot live at the top. You cannot spend half. You always have to have money in the bank. Always. You cannot do this. Well, you can't do the employee thing. Spend all your money, wait 2 weeks to get a check. You cannot live like that. That's just too dangerous. Now, some other stuff that happens with escaping the middle class. You have to think about your friends, and you have to think about them in this regard. Your friends are your friends for partying. Your friends are your friends for hanging out. Your friends are your friends for going to weddings and stuff. Do all that. Enjoy your friends, but do not talk business with your friends. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And you're just going to create so much uncertainty because essentially you can have a friend who can go like, you sure that's going to work? That's all they're going to say. And you can be spooked. You can have your world rocked just because of that comment. So until your business is fully formed, it's got some stuff going on, keep it to yourself. Don't talk money with your friends. Don't try to bring them along with you. Don't do it. Once you get to where you want to be or halfway where you want to be and you want to drop some jewels on them, cool, do that. But in the beginning, be 100% selfish. It's about you, about your business, what you're doing. Do not talk to them. Now, this is going to be another part. You will need to talk to yourself every day. You will have to say, I am worthy. There's a lot of you out there with inferiority complexes, like the haters who come here. They say this stuff, and the thing is, it's sad because they don't realize that they're hating because they don't have, or they're hating because they don't feel that they can get. They're hating because they see that I have certain things and they feel like it's either a scam, there's some criminal element or something. Forget all the hard work. Forget the 2,000 videos. No, that had nothing to do with it. It's got to be a scam. That is prompted by an inferiority complex, which I used to have. I used to say, it sure must be nice. Really? Just hating. And then one day I realized that I was working so hard and I was building something that I saw a guy in a Ferrari. And I was just like, I can get that. Not, it must be nice, not hating, but yeah, I can get that. So you need to go through that journey of telling yourself you can have that or you can get that and not hating on people. Because if you hate on people, what's going to happen is you're going to get what you want. So if you see someone in a nice car and you have a bad attitude about it, you're going to program your subconscious mind to do everything in its power to make sure that you do not have that car. If you walk in someone's nice house and you can't be like, wow, this is really nice. The decor is nice. Wow. If you're like, she only got this house because she was sleeping with so-and-so, or so, you're not going to have that house because you're hating. You can't, your subconscious mind is not going to allow you to get things that you hate. So you got to stop hating. And one of the ways, and it's going to be hard, but one of the ways is to get busy, to be productive, to start doing stuff, to make things happen, to go after your dreams. You've got to do this. You cannot just sit back and it's going to come to you. The kids are coming. The competition's coming. Right now, I feel that working online and developing business is a free-for-all. It's a wild, wild west. Banks don't know how to deal with you. Car dealerships don't know how to deal with you. I mean, seriously, I'll tell you a really interesting story. When I got this house, they were like, blah, 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 and this and this and this. And to see, I didn't go in the house as me buying the house. I put on my little shirt, my little slacks, shave real nice. And I went in there and I was like, hey, I'm a manager for XXY company and we're looking for some corporate housing. What do you have? They did not ask me nothing. Because once again, I knew how to play the role. I knew how these people thought. And I got my house. I didn't go through this. I was having a conversation with someone who literally had the money in the bank to buy the house and they would not buy it because he was young. And it looks suspect because let me tell you what's going to happen. And this is why you be profiled as a young hustler with a lot of money. You go in to buy a house and there is no money trail. There are no tax forms. They're going to automatically assume that those are illegal proceedings, and illegal proceedings can be snatched. So they could sell you this house and then the money that you put down on the house, they have to give up, and they have to give up the house. So that's a double seizure. They lose not once, but twice. And that's why they're like, whoa. And that's why I was just like, yes, we're looking for corporate housing. Our budget is $500,000. and we may do a partial mortgage, or we may buy it outright. We just don't know. We're looking. We're just weighing our options. So what happened is it flipped. Instead of me trying to sell myself to them, they bent over backwards to sell themselves to me because I knew the game. And there's a lot of you young hustlers out there who have a lot of money, and you do not have the proper legal structure. You don't have the proper discipline. You don't even know how to speak the language. And that's why you're having the door shut in your face, even though you got a bank full of money. And you're just like, well, I just want to buy a house, because you're not situated. You're not sequenced like that. And that's going to be around for at least another 10 years, because with the money that you can make online, it doesn't make sense to normal people. As many folks as there are online who are, the top guys who are talking about video marketing, if you took all of these people, right, around the world, we're talking about maybe 20,000 people. That will not fill up a section of a section of a section of a stadium. Because you see me on here, you see Grant Cardone, you see Ty Lopez, you see all of these people, right? But check this out. How many of these folks who claim to be making big money live in small apartments? Got their office in their living room. 60%, 70%, 80%. It's a large number because they're not making that kind of money. They're making good money. They're making enough money where they've escaped the middle class. They don't have, quote, pedestrian problems like car payments, mortgage payments. They're making good money, but they're not making millions. This I know because they don't speak the language of millionaires. They don't speak the language of finance. And even though they made a lot of money real quick, it catches up with you because look at Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's the face of Facebook, right? But Sheryl Sandberg and some other cat run Facebook, and they're both like 50. I don't care what you do, you're going to consistently run into these people who are going to be significantly older than you. They're going to hold the keys to the castle, and they're not going to let you in unless you know the passwords. Like I'm saying, because once again, I know how the game is played. I grew up in this era, and I know what these people think. Like when I got my job with Rent-A-Crate and I created my own reference, I knew that they would investigate me, but they would not investigate the company. Tip, message, I just dropped something heavy on y'all. Just really, really did. All right, so let me go into the chat room, see what's going on. Let's see. What do we have here? Broderick, what's up, man? First, D. Coleman, David Tillery, Quentin Fletcher, Taryn. Well, I'm here. The Zay Nation, D. Coleman Show. Mama needs her wine. Rhonda Stalker, Honey Bunny. What's up? What's up, Quazel? What's up, Alex? Patty's was off yesterday. Johnny Walton, and be patient, Alex. Johnny Walton, good morning, Glendon. I'm doing well. David, I'm a firefighter. I work 10 days a month. I own a mobile car wash and I operate 20 days a month. I'm out detailing people's cars that work from 9 to 5. It's fun as hell and I make a lot of money doing it. David Tillery, once again, car washes, make a lot of money. What's up, Diana? What's up, Erica? What's up, Logic? Yes, save 10,000 in savings. What's up, Quentin, Erica, Barry, Ultimus? Thank you. I am making sense. I appreciate that. Gary Green, agree. Master Savings, have a financial sheet and sell. Appreciate the content. Good deal. B Sweat. That looks like a hustler porn comment. I don't know. If I see anything else from you, I'm going to ban you. What's up, Crump? Eric Williams. Barack Obama had student loans right before first presidential fund. They were making fun of him. Wow. I didn't know that. What's up, Mike Curry? Let's see. How can I still focus on my business to take care of my son as a single father? I'm broke, Dick Danny, and have no reliable family members. You're going to have to bust, man. You're going to have to figure that out. You're more than likely you're going to need an online hustle that you don't physically have to be there. Honey Bunny, my grandmother has been my biggest naysayer in business over the years. She was the first lesson in not talking to people about your business plan. They will kill your dreams because they let their dreams die, so your dreams should die too. Sup, I would have to come in, but I had to fight the impulse and meditate first. Taryn, hate is real. It just is. What's up, Conscious? What's up, Everett? LR Gene, broke mentality's real. Hate is a wasted energy, but it happens, man. Louis the Seller, I always find my new friends ask me what I do. Man, that's a loaded question. Let's see. It jumped. Taryn, it was so annoying buying a car with my Amazon income. They didn't know what to make of me. Finally, I had my mom help me, and suddenly it was easier. All right, I'm gonna explain something to y'all, and I'm gonna stick here with Taryn's comment. One of the things that you need to do is create an LLC. Like so many people are trying to do. I don't know if you're an LLC or not, but you need to create an LLC, and you need to place yourself on there as an employee, hook yourself up with ADP, and guess what? You got pay stubs. It's just that easy. Once again, when you are like, I have a business, you go in there and your chest is all out and you're all proud, and they're gonna put you through a lot of changes. They're gonna run you in circles. But if you just come in there like, bam, here's my W-2s. My credit score is good. Okay, you in and out of dealership an hour or so. What's up, Tim? Carlson had this conversation last night with a person that actually believed that white people keep black people from opening. Woo! Whole tip. No. You can't, man. They're stuck. Their minds are stuck. What's up, Michael? All right, Taryn. Me and my boss got your solidification at the same time. Edward Wells. That's funny. Logic reigns supreme. After being debt free, so we just need 10,000 of savings to be on the path to wealth. Okay, let me break that down for you. All right, just making sure that's stuck there. Yes, everybody that has $10,000 in the bank, cash money, that not 401k, not your investment, cash money in the bank, put a 1 in the comments. It's gonna be like a few of y'all. $10,000 gives you the power to spend $5,000 on products you could flip and still have $5,000 left for something even better. Like when I was in the storage auction business, I used to have money in 2 pockets. I had my 5 or 10,000 over here, and then I had like 5 or 10 grand over here. So this 5 I could just spend and spend and spend, right? And then if something magnificent came along, I could still take advantage. And rarely I spent 15. Some months I spent 25,000, but $10,000, no debt, and a car paid off, the world could be yours in as little as 2 years. Because the thing is, everyone is so pressed with bill payments, making their mortgage, making their car payment, paying their child care expenses, paying child support, that there's so many bills. And I'm going to do another video about mapping out how that pressure is in your mind. And it's amazing once you understand it. So yeah. What's up, Cody Knight? Johnny Walton, that really depends on your future plans. Delroy Davis, good morning. Taryn, you trying to change your family DNA, and that's going to be hard. That's why you're catching so much flack. So Glenn Rand Crusher channel, life-changing information, Crumpo04. Alex, the hours of operation from 11 to 7 in Patty is off. You be sending emails at 10 o'clock at night and expecting responses. Come on, dude. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Do you have a recommendation for who to use to set up your LLC? No nickels. Yourself. That's you could set one up in literally an hour. Russian hacker, middle class status, and sufficient income as a pacifier. True. What's up, May McKenzie? And I'm telling you, we got a few. I have. Yes, corporate housing, worked in the apartment industry for many years. It's the best loophole ever. Rugged Collars, what's up? Title, Ronald, Quazel. Just bought a car cash last month. Congratulations. Dip. We got a lot of ones in here. Cool. Ruben, network marketing, it just depends on your personality. Christian Amerson, good morning, wrote, no, man, that's good. That's good. That's real good, because what Nick Saban's going to do is use that as motivation. And I think they're going to kill Georgia. I just have a feeling. I don't know. It's just in my bones. David Tillery, I'm debt free. My car is paid off, and I'm 2 months up on my bills because it's only me. Have an emergency fund of $1,500 away and $10K in savings. David Tillery, you're in the prime position if you find the right business model to get rich. And then once you get rich, 10, 20 years after being rich, you can get wealthy. A lot of people are broke, man. A lot of people don't have that kind of cash. Don Gun Supreme. No, I did not follow David Ramsey. David Ramsey has a lot of good information, but we differ on credit cards. I don't believe you should use credit cards on the personal side. I agree there. But business, yeah, you need to use some debt. You need to leverage debt and loans to grow your business. Now, with that said, I haven't done that yet because the business I'm able to do everything through cash flow. So whatever comes in during the month that pays for all this stuff. But once we grow, I may have a need for loans. And if I have a need for loans, I'm going to get one straight up. Logic reigns supreme. I was told not to keep money in bank because of low interest rates earn. Okay. I'm not going to pick on you. I'm going to say that's middle class banking information. Okay. Since the middle class or the facade of the middle class is so broke that 1% or 3% or 2%, that's not going to do anything for you. Keep 10 grand in the bank so you can get it when you need it. Don't lock it up in an investment. And then other things may go there because essentially the whole low interest rate and the flipping of credit cards and stuff, that's poor people talk. I mean, you shouldn't keep like $1 million or $2 million in the bank unless you're going to do something with it. And you should park it in a safe haven asset such as real estate or some commodities or something. But that's just, $10,000 in the bank. You can get it. That's your attitude money. You need some attitude. What's up, Leroy? Yep, Honey Bunny, 6 out of 10 Americans have $500 less in their savings. Sure thing, Dun Gun. Ronald Haskins, got rid of all my debt, had to sell my car so I don't have any payments. Congratulations. You're working on it. Christian, that's me, bills. Good morning, Dante J. Yeah, I mean, it's a joke because, all right, let's just look at some of this stuff. How many friends of yours that you know, if they lost their job for a year, their economic situation wouldn't change? Let's just go ahead and say you are a 50-year-old man and you manage your money very well. And instead of taking 30 years to pay off your house, you paid your house off in 10 years and you paid your car off. So you have a house that's paid off, you have a car that's paid off, and you get a pension check of $1,500 a month. Guess what? You can live, and you ain't a millionaire. You can live. But let's say you make $150,000 a year. You took out the 30-year mortgage. You got a $5,000 a month mortgage. You got 2 new car payments, and you lose your job. Within 6 months to a year, it's all gone. So that guy who managed his money well, even though he didn't make a lot of money, because see, this thing is about being wealthy. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how many things you have that can make money. Because this dude in that situation, he can go to Home Depot, supplement his income, and be just fine. Easy. Let's see. Sure thing, Logic. Everett J. Smith, compound interest rule of 72. I hear you on the Hotep community. I don't follow Boyce and I don't follow Jay Morrison. I don't think there's nothing wrong with what they teach, but I'm doing something completely different that goes against a lot of the stuff they talk about. Leroy Jetstream. We'll talk about that in Hustle Camp. So for those of you who want to learn more about that, we'll talk about that after we're finished with the presentation. Morning, Archangel. Agent J. Poole, that comment right there was gold. I didn't know about being an employee of my own LLC when I had my janitorial business. I would have made things. Look, I peeped this years ago, man. Make yourself an employee, put yourself on a check, and when they ask for W-2s, I work for this company. Don't go and say I own the company, because then all of a sudden they're like, oh. You own the company? Let me go back here. Oh yeah, he owns the company. And they just get weird, man. They get weird. But you're like, here's some W-2s. Well, okay, Mr. Cameron. Yeah, we're gonna. It's just, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. Let's see. I'm coming in on the middle, but I have a service business that's changing my life for real. We did the job yesterday, profited 300, but in a regular job that would take me 3 days plus taxes. Yep. Do it, Purpose Pit. No, I do not have an affiliate program, and I'm gonna tell you why. Typically, when people have affiliate programs, folks don't care about the program. They don't care about the lesson. All they care about is getting paid. So folks will lie, do all kinds of stuff. So no. And more likely, unless I change these thoughts, which I could, I may never have an affiliate program. Crump 04, my 9 to 5 as a nurse sneaking and listening to you. I need freedom. Freedom is everything. It is, man. It is. Everett, not today. We'll talk about that later. All right. So what we're going to do, for those of you who don't want to be part of Hustle Camp, because we're about to go into that presentation mode. Today is the last day that you can get in the Hustle Camp for $1,500. And let me tell you, it's also the last day that you can get the live experience. So what this means is the people who are already in, when I have a live training here in Atlanta, here in this office, they can come. That disappears today. And what Hustle Camp, and we'll matter of fact, let's just get into it. Hold on a second. I think, yeah, I could just do it like this. All right. So I went ahead and I put all this here. So the limit time offer expires at 11:59 Pacific time for you California people. So give you a little extra time. So you pay your $1,500 and you get in tonight. Now what's going to happen? Hustle Camp is going to go up to $2,750. It will not include the live experiences, so it'll still include everything. Now enroll in Hustlers Kung Fu Marketing University. It's $6,000, and essentially it's going to include Hustle Camp. It's going to include Hustle Kung Gear. It should be Hustle Kung Fu Gear. Live experiences for a year and 4 phone calls the first month. Then for those of you who have businesses, because if you don't have a business, this is probably going to be way too much for you. Or if you just got money to blow like that and want me to help you build a business, includes Hustlers Kung Fu University, Hustlers Kung Fu Gear, live experiences for a year, 2 calls per month for 6 months, and a mastermind group, which I'm thinking about calling the dojo, and 2 retreats a year where we'll just all get together and just discuss business. So that's what's going to be. And then I'm going to bring the courses down in price. You know, certain courses will go to, like, probably the lowest will be is $299, and between $299 and $1,000. And then I'm going to start fleshing out those things. So this is your opportunity. Also, give me your phone number, because I am going to delete. I'm getting rid of that list. So now there's a few people who are international. So I realized that, the phone notification is just not going to work for you. So I'm going to have an email list. It's going to be a different one. I'll post it later that you can get on. Now, what's going to happen? And because it should be small. And if you're on that email list and you're not opening up emails, like the first month, you're gone. I'm just getting rid of you, because this is how email list works. The more people who are on it and that don't open it, it reduces your deliverability. So just having you on it and you just want to be on it no. Get on the, give me your number, get on the phone notification list. All right, so I'm going to, really? Let's see. Okay. Let's see, because I'm getting ready to bounce in a minute. Okay, there's a lot of detailed questions and stuff. So that's it. Once again, if you want to get into Hustle Camp for the $1,500 and get the live experiences, that is going to be it. 11:59 Pacific time, and I'm out. All right, so I want to say thanks for you guys joining me, checking this stuff out. There will be more. Let's see. Let me get up here. There will be more middle class talks. So let's talk about this. The schedule for the release of videos, it got off this week because I was waiting on some stuff. But I'm going to start dropping regular videos Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Live streams may happen, they may not. Live streams are going to become more of a training event, more seasoned, more contrived versus just kind of going random off. So that's what's going to happen. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to give me your phone number and be sure to leave a comment after the live stream renders, because that's how you can get a t-shirt. I meant to do it today, but I'll probably do it like Sunday. I'll just pick a date because there's like 3 or 4 videos and that's like 3 or 4 shirts I got to give out. So I'll do that later. Well, you know what? Let's do it now. Let me think about that. Yeah, let's do it now. Hold on a second. Let me just roll through here real quick. Let's see. I think, did I give a shirt out for Fat Cat Secrets? Let me look. I don't, oh, I did. I gave out a shirt for Fat Cats. All right, so let's see. Nope. Annie Grayson looks like she's winning. Sean Evans. The hardest part isn't understanding technology, understanding how to use it to your benefit. My certificate's editing, publishing from 1997, and it's completely irrelevant as it is obsolete. I don't need to format galleries. Boom. Congrats. You won a t-shirt. So, you know, Patty watches these videos, so she will reach out to Sean. So that's one. Oh, the troll one. A lot of people love this video. Let's see. Let's see. Moistest before 6 a.m. I like that. Congrats. You won a t-shirt. All right, so we got Mama Needs Her Wine. And, okay, so let's do this one. I just put this one up. You know what? I'm going to wait. I just put this one up like a few hours ago. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that one. Oh, y'all didn't get to see what I was doing. Oh, well. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back. See where we are. Okay, that looks like it's it. So once again, tonight is the deadline, and then you'll see some other stuff. I'll probably do another live stream outlining everything again, maybe this weekend, because I will be releasing another video Sunday. So with that, thank you. Appreciate you. And I'm out.